So I have started to say you about the merits of the Soviet system. We have seen जो सोवियत सिस्टम की मेरिट क्या है. ज़्यादा बोलने की दोबारा इतने इलेबोरेटली मैं नहीं बोल रही हूँ. I am telling it very precisely. We have seen three important merit. Number one, the state subsidized in all welfare activities. Welfare activities, you know very well what are the welfare activities. That is in education, that is in employment, as well as in medical care. In three aspects, in three fields, state has given all sorts of facilities to the people. Number two, there was no unemployment in the state. But still, there were some reasons. Here we will see there were some reasons for the disintegration of the Soviet Union. इतनी कुछ होने की बावजूद भी सोवियत यूनियन टोटली डिसइंटीग्रेटेड हो गया था. So there are some weakness in the Soviet system. The question will be the same. The question will be different, but the answer will be the same. Question may come that what are the weakness in the Soviet system, or why did the Soviet system, Soviet Union disintegrate, or the Soviet power, which had been emerged as an important superpower after the Second World War, why it had been shattered in the year to 1991. What are the enumerate the causes briefly for the disintegration of the Soviet Union? So many things, but the answer is same. What are the causes? We will see the political, social, and economic weakness of the Soviet system. One after another weakness I will start telling. First, see the economic weakness. Actually economic system, the economic system which was considered by the Soviet people or the Soviet leaders as the strongest economic system, that had started to crumble automatically. Crumble means break down automatically. What are the reasons? The first reason is this: to keep in pace with the first world. That means to be in a competitive way, to be in a competition, fray of competition में रहने के लिए किसके साथ? With the superpowered USA. The Soviet Union had to be in the nuclear race or in the arms race. When he had to be in the nuclear race or arms race, so the maximum resources of the country was used or was used for the production of nuclear weapons. Number one. Number two, Soviet Union was consisted of 15 republics. Try to remember. Other than Russia, there were 14 republics altogether, East European countries as well as Central Asian countries. Together it was 15 republics. और इस 15 republics की economic development की responsibility was with Russia or with the Soviet Union. So obviously it is a great burden. It is a great burden. If you look at America, America had no such responsibility. America is the federation. America is the congregation of so many states, and from the very beginning they had pursued the policy or pursued capitalist economy. For the capitalist economy, it is proved now the capitalist economy helped to accelerate the development of the country, because in capitalism everybody is concerned about himself or herself. When the individual is concerned about himself or herself, he tries to improve himself or herself, and in this way in totality the society gets benefited. And when the whole responsibility comes with the सोसाइटी, मतलब मैंने ये बोला था कि कैपिटलिस्ट सिस्टम इसलिए ये स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट सिस्टम है जहाँ पे इंडिविजुअल की इम्पोर्टेंस है। हमारी ये अपनी टेंडेंसी है जो इंडिविजुअल अपने लिए सब कुछ करते हैं, दूसरे के लिए हम बाद में सोचते हैं। तो यहाँ पे यही हुआ था, ये कंट्री अमेरिका शुरू से अपने लिए सोच रहे थे, यहाँ पे एक एक बंदा अपने लिए सोच रहे थे, तो ऑब्वियसली द कंट्री हैज़ बीन डेवलप्ड। लेकिन सोवियत रशिया में दैट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लाइज विद द सोसाइटी, सोसाइटी की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है सबके लिए सोचना। तो यहाँ पे डेवलपमेंट की रेट थोड़ा सा पीछे तो है ही। और जितनी डेवलप एग्रीकल्चर और इंडस्ट्री में जो डेवलपमेंट हुआ था, जो इनकम हुआ था, सरप्लस इनकम, वो सारे इनकम कहाँ पे खर्चा हो रहे हैं? मैक्सिमम टू प्रोड्यूस द न्यूक्लियर वेपन, क्योंकि अमेरिका के साथ अपने आप को सुपर पावर हिसाब से इनको प्रूफ करना है, तो ही दैट कंट्री हैज टू बी इन द फ्रे, मतलब इन द कंपटीशन ऑफ न्यूक्लियर वेपन। फर्स्ट पॉइंट। सेकेंड पॉइंट, together I have said that is they have to take care of the 15 republics. Now third point, the political system, एक ही party, there was only one party, that is the Communist Party. There was no other public opinion is allowed, no public opinion. Communist Party की opinion, it is the utmost opinion. So utmost means the most important opinion, उसकी आगे और कुछ नहीं है. So obviously people have the different dissent. Dissent means they have the differences of opinion, they have resentment. Resentment मतलब नहीं चाहिए उसके सिस्टम में जो प्रॉब्लम है वो बोलना चाहते थे, but there was no way to talk about the about the system or against the Communist Party. So people, they manifested, they expressed their ideas, their dissent opinion. Dissent means different opinion, and that is you can say opposite opinion in the cartoon, in different cartoons and caricature. Moreover, the जो कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी को बोलते थे कि द पार्टी इज ऑफ द वर्कर्स एंड द पेजेंट्स, दैट पार्टी लीडर्स were living the luxurious life, they were getting the highest privileges, they were totally alienated, मतलब separated from the ordinary people. बिल्कुल कोई रिलेशन नहीं था। जैसा अब हम इंडिया में बोलते हैं ना कि हमारी पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स डिफरेंट लग्जूरियस लाइफ लिव करते हैं, तो इंडिया के लिए तो ये मान लेते हैं क्योंकि यहाँ पे कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी की राज नहीं है। लेकिन कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी बोलते हैं कि दे आर द रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स ऑफ द कॉमन पीपल, लेकिन कॉमन पीपल के साथ उनकी रिलेशन कहाँ है? कॉमन पीपल के साथ उनकी कोई रिलेशन नहीं है। द कॉमन पीपल आर लिविंग रियली इन अ different life, a life with minimum standard of living, with minimum, look at the word what I am using, that is with the minimum standard of living. And on the other hand, the party leaders, they were living the luxurious life. So obviously in any way in any way the whole condition, political condition, has given the rise of corrupted social condition. They are the corrupt leaders. So the system was about to break down. The people came to know how the Western countries, they were advanced in terms of technology, in terms of infrastructure also. The whole country has been developed in a different way, in transport, in communication, in network system. Everywhere the Western countries, that means USA, has been advanced in comparison to the USSR. And when Mikhail Gorbachev came and started to reform, why he had started to reform? Look at this point. Why he had started to reform? To make, there are two objectives: to make the country at pace with the West. At pace मतलब वेस्टर्न कंट्री और द अमेरिका जो रेट में जा रहे थे डेवलपमेंट की तरफ, उसी रेट में कंट्री को पहुंचाना, नंबर वन. And number two, to restructure the country on the basis of the public opinion. लोगों के अंदर जो डिसेंटमेंट जो रिजेंटमेंट, सॉरी डिसेंटमेंट नहीं, जो डिसेंट, DISSENT, डिसेंट मतलब जो अनॉयड एटीट्यूड, जो उनकी रिजेंटमेंट, जो एंटागोनिस्टिक अपोजिट एटीट्यूड था, वो एक्सप्रेस करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. लोग क्या चाहते हैं, as well as to people also must know about the technological development of the West. ये भी लोगों की जानना ज़रूरी है. So in all respect, Mikhail Gorbachev, who came in power in the year 1985, he wanted to reform the society, and name had been given that his reform. One is Glasnost, another is Perestroika. By these two reform, he wanted to restructure the country, but ultimately the country had been broken down. The whole Soviet system had been broken down. So here I have discussed with you the different reasons: social, political, economic reason, administrative reason also, for the breaking down. Already I have stated to you what are the reasons for US as a superpower. US superpower होने की कारण क्या है? That is, US had a vast resources. USSR had a vast resources of oil and steel. Number one, US had a vast resources of communication. Number two, US had developed infrastructure in comparison to the other country. US had developed economy. Though it is not comparable with US, but it is developed in the other countries, other European and third world countries. So there are reasons for the US, and USSR has become a nuclear powerful country. So all these are the reasons to become USSR a superpower. Number one. Number two, to know the strength of the USSR as a superpower, we must know what are the basic features of the Soviet system that we have seen. Next, I have told you that what are the basic weakness of the Soviet system that that has been followed with the shattering of Soviet Union. Now I will tell you that how far Gorbachev is responsible for that. Gorbachev is responsible in two ways. मतलब दोनों तरफ से, चाहे वो जो उनकी एडवोकेट है वो भी उनको क्रिटिसाइज किया, जो उनकी अपोजिट में है वो भी क्रिटिसाइज किया. इन टू वेज ही वॉज इन द टग ऑफ वॉर. जैसा टग ऑफ वॉर होते हैं ना, रोप लेके दोनों साइड, दोनों तरफ में खींचते हैं, स्ट्रेच टू ईच अदर, दोनों तरफ ही अब उनको रिस्पॉन्सिबल बोल के खींचा था. दे हैव स्ट्रेच्ड Gorbachev as responsible for the falling of USSR. चाहे those who are in favor of Gorbachev, those who are in the opposition of Gorbachev. Actually, the future history will evaluate him properly, whether he is responsible or not. What happened? Those who are in opposition of Gorbachev, though they are the hardliners. Hardliners मतलब very very committed to the communist system. According to them, the Gorbachev had started his reform very fast. He set the state in loose way very quickly. उनकी बात ये था कि बहुत जल्दी रिफॉर्म किया था और होल स्टेट को बहुत जल्दी जल्दी आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश किया था. एंड दैट इज वाई द होल नेशन हैड बीन क्रम्बल्ड डाउन. सॉरी. The whole state had been crumbled down. Actually, those who were opposing him, they were the leaders of the Communist Party, enjoying privileges for 70 years, generation after generation. They did not want to deprive themselves. वो नहीं चाहते हैं जो प्रिविलेजेस और इतना दिन एंजॉय कर रहे हैं वो उनकी हाथ से चले जाए. So they had criticized Gorbachev. They had started military coup. Military coup means military revolt. And this time, this military revolt was suppressed. This hardliners military revolt was suppressed by the reformers, जिसकी लीडर थे बोरिस येल्स्टीन. बोरिस येल्स्टीन की बात ये था and his followers, Gorbachev had started to reform very late. He should have initiated reform very fast because they are the modernizer. They had seen the problems, the drawbacks of the Soviet system. So according to them, it was Gorbachev who should have initiated these early, and then it might have, not should, it might have prevented USSR to be shattered down. उनकी बात ये था जे ये जितनी प्रॉब्लम उनके अंदर था, गोरबाचेव आने के साथ साथ शुरू करना था. शायद गोरबाचेव ने लेट कर लिया था और इस लेट करने के लिए ये पूरी सिस्टम ब्रेक डाउन हो गया था. बट इन एनी वे वी हैव कम टू द कंक्लूजन that Gorbachev was responsible for that. For that means for a disintegration of Soviet Union. Now we will see all these things together. Number one, when USSR has been replaced, has been shattered, then the unipolar world has been started. We will talk about the unipolar world. We will talk about CIS. जब ये 15 रिपब्लिक्स अपनी एक कॉमनवेल्थ बनाया था, दैट इज कॉमनवेल्थ ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट स्टेट्स. इस कॉमनवेल्थ ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट स्टेट्स की इन्फ्लुएंस आ चुके थे मिडल ईस्ट में, जहाँ पे अथॉरिटेरियन गवर्नमेंट था, सच एज बहरीन, सच एज इजिप्ट, सच एज तुनीशिया, ऑल दिस कंट्रीज. यहाँ पे एक इजिप्ट, लीबिया, तुनीसिया, वी विल सी, जहाँ पे एक एक करके रिवोल्ट हुआ था और कोशिश हुआ था. देयर वाज एन अटेम्प्ट टू एस्टैब्लिश डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट. सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुआ था, वो बात अलग है. बट वी विल लुक हियर. यूनिपोलर वर्ल्ड मतलब अमेरिकन इंटरफेरेंस हम देखेंगे गल्फ वॉर में. फर्स्ट गल्फ वॉर Clinton की टाइम, फर्स्ट गल्फ वॉर वाज जॉर्ज बुश, देन क्लिंटन, देन जॉर्ज G.W. बुश, दैट मीन्स जॉर्ज बुश का सन, उनकी टाइम की, जहाँ पे ऑपरेशन एंड्योरिंग फ्रीडम, इवन ऑपरेशन इराकी फ्रीडम. एंड अलॉन्ग विद दिस CIS हम देखेंगे, अरब स्प्रिंग देखेंगे, और लास्ट में वन थिंग वी हैव टू सी, that is Afghan war. जो Afghan war actually can be regarded as one of the important reasons for the disintegration of USSR. जैसा कोल्ड वॉर में ये हमने आप बोला था कि वियतनाम वॉर was actually the defeat of USA. Defeat of US ब्रेकडाउन नहीं हो गया था, लेकिन अफगानिस्तान वार वाज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ कैन बी कंसिडर्ड द डिफीट ऑफ USSR.